No offense at all.
I'm ready for the challenge.
Welcome everyone. My name is Ed Lane. I'm the CASA Knights basketball coach and kind of, I guess you say, de facto athletic director, if you will. I asked if I could come up here for just a few minutes tonight to, I don't know, I guess encourage in one particular area. As the father, I almost said the son, as the father of 4 kids total, 2 of whom we homeschooled, 2 boys. Understanding boys, there's a real strong pull as those boys start to get older. It happens with girls as well, but I'm just not familiar with it, so you fill in the gaps. Boys want to start having sports and teams and lockers and, stuff that they start to really feel are the things that make up, high school for boys. Competition, sport events, tackling one another, and sometimes not even while they're playing sports, just in general, just tackling each other. It's a boy thing. As they get older, one of the things that we really want to offer and have CASA be is an alternative to them thinking that the only way to get any experience like that is to go to a public or a private high school. That is one of the underlying motivations for the start, now 9 years ago? God, 9 years ago, for starting the CASA Knights basketball team. A team that has just, yes, we've won games, we've won trophies and, tournaments and all sorts of fun things like that. But it's created a legacy. And there are some young men who, I will not take any credit for it, that God has used our basketball program to shape them in ways that we had no idea were even possible. And I feel like I am a father to probably 40 some odd boys over the years, and I still have a lot of those young men that call, ask for advice, give me updates on what's happening. To have 20-year-olds that go back and talk about the old days is kind of a cute thing. I remember when, like it was yesterday. I do remember, thank you. So what I want to encourage us all to consider, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in sports, but to be creative and understand that, as Mrs. Parker mentioned beautifully, homeschooling is a lifestyle, and you want your kids to be excited about that lifestyle. And what we want them to be enthusiastic about is the entire homeschool experience. So what I'm going to ask everyone to consider doing is to consider being involved in athletics of some type. There's an old joke from an old movie that said, if you can't be in athletics, at least be an athletic supporter. Anyways, bad joke. If you have a particular interest, it doesn't have to be a full-blown activity that you're starting a team and doing a league, even if it is on the now ex-sacrosanct Wednesday park day, now Tuesday. If you want to get a group together and have them play baseball over the line, throw the football around, those types of things that can keep both young men and young women interested, those are the types of things that there's more than just academic pursuits. As important as they are, we are all desperately trying to raise well-rounded, multifaceted children, and athletics and following in those pursuits of those activities is a huge portion of that as well. Along those lines, I wanted to put a plug in for my lovely wife's presidential fitness PE program. It has been off for a few years, and we are excited that that program is back on. All sorts of details can be found on CASA, which very soon you're going to be learning about. But we want to encourage athletics and activity and getting these kids' heart rates up and getting them out there and exercising and working and doing the things they need to do. We all know how much exercise helps them health and sleep and attention and focus-wise. Take advantage of that, and as much as you are interested, please consider being involved in something and maybe stepping up in an area and taking on a girls' volleyball team, for instance. I didn't look at anyone in particular when I was saying that. I randomly locked eyes with a person, I'm just saying. So, baseball, softball, anything like that. Just really want to put in a plug for considering all of that. And thank you all very much for the time. Best of luck to everyone. Last request, come to the basketball games. Fantastic games. Quality kids average coaching. Well, actually, Kurt's team is well coached, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. It's the type of thing that builds the camaraderie and the companionship with all the kids in school. So we ask that you just get involved in that. Thank you for the time. Have a good night.